let's explore everything about aggregation.
What is aggregation?
Aggregation means combining multiple data points into a single representative value, typically over a time window or a group. In the given table, if we want to calculate the aggregated value for the time range 10 o'clock to 10:05, the database contains 3 entries within this period. The average function will sum the 3 values recorded in this interval and divide the total by 3. The answer is 5.2 kW.
Okay, great. So within that time frame, it will take all the entries in the database and calculate the average, right?
Yes, you're right. Let's take a closer look at the different types of aggregation and how each one helps summarize data. 1. Average, or mean. The average function adds up all the values and divides the total by the number of data points. It's useful when you want to know the typical or central trend. For example, the average temperature recorded every hour. 2. Sum. The sum function adds all the values together. This is commonly used when calculating totals, such as the total energy consumed in a day. 3. Minimum and maximum, or min and max. The min function gives the smallest value and max gives the largest. These are helpful when monitoring conditions like maximum pressure during operation or minimum tank level. 4. Count. The count function simply tells you how many data points were recorded in the selected time range. For instance, you can use this to find the number of alarms raised in a day or shift. And 5. First and last. The first and last functions pick the first and last data points within a given time window. This is often used to show the last reported tank level or the starting and ending readings of a process. Let's now connect to the PLC to verify the aggregation function. We'll create a Modbus device. And define 2 variables, voltage and current. Next, we'll configure a historian with a 5-second logging interval. To begin, let's create the data table without applying any aggregation settings. This will show all entries present in database. Now, let's create a new report to test the average aggregation function. Select the table report type. Assign the appropriate data source and select the desired variable. Navigate to the Aggregation tab and choose Average as the function. Define the window size and select the time unit, minute, hour, or day. Once configured, select the column to map the aggregated data. Based on the aggregation interval, the variable name will automatically include the postfix _mean for average. The data will be displayed according to the selected window size. In this case, the time unit is set to minute. The value will represent the average of all data points recorded within each 1-minute window. Similarly, let's create another report to test the sum aggregation function. Select the table report type. Assign the appropriate data source and choose the required variable. Go to the Aggregation tab and select Sum as the function. Define the window size and choose the time unit, minute, hour, or day. Once configured, select the column to map the aggregated data. Based on the aggregation settings, the variable name will automatically include the postfix _sum for sum. Similarly, let's create another report to test the last aggregation function. Select the table report type. Assign the appropriate data source and choose the required variable. Go to the Aggregation tab and select last as the function. Define the window size and choose the time unit, minute, hour, or day. Once configured, select the column to map the aggregated data. Based on the aggregation settings, the variable name will automatically include the postfix _last for last. Let's create another report to test the count aggregation function. Select the table report type. Assign the appropriate data source and choose the required variable. Navigate to the Aggregation tab and select Count as the function. Define the window size and choose the time unit, minute, hour, or day. Once configured, select the column to map the aggregated data. Based on the aggregation settings, the variable name will automatically include the postfix _count. Aggregation is highly useful for calculating consumption from cumulative values. For example, in the case of KWH, the consumption, third date value, is derived using the last first aggregation. Let's take an example. Create a KWH or flow totalizer report to calculate consumption. Select the table report type. Assign the appropriate data source and select the desired variable, e.g. KWH or flow totalizer. Navigate to the Aggregation tab and choose last and first as the aggregation function. Define the window size and select the time unit, minute, hour, or day. In the Columns section, select Auto and Post-Processing. Then specify a column name. In the Expression field, enter last minus first to compute the aggregated value for both KWH and flow totalizer. Repeat the same configuration steps to create a bar graph illustrating the consumption values for each 1-minute window.